This year for Easter weekend, Beau and I packed up the van and set out for our first camping trip of the season. I had booked this weekend at Algonquin on a whim at the end of last season because I wanted to get out as soon as possible and take advantage of every long weekend I could.
Right in the menu.
And we're ready to go. Hey, Boo. Are we ready to go camping? Yay!
Welcome, Matt, to the
Take 2. Almost didn't come back, but it's going to be cold. We need the extra blankets. The one duvet will not be enough. So, yeah. Luckily, we didn't make it very far before I realized I had forgotten it. And now, let's go for shore. Quick gas stop, and again, back on the road. We are finally heading to Algonquin. All right, we're good to go. It felt so good to be on the road again and headed towards one of our favorite places. We made a quick pit stop in Eganville on the way. As we passed through the East Gate, excitement for our weekend grew. We stopped at a couple trails on the way to our campground. First one was the Beaver Pond Trail. It was a dreary day, but we still very much enjoyed our walk around this easy trail, which was made a little more challenging by all the ice still on the path. When we got back to the parking lot, I made myself a quick lunch before we drove to the next trail. This is one of the bonuses of camping out of the van. I can easily access and make meals anywhere. The next trail we did was Big Pines Trail. I had done this one before with my niece in 2021, but it looked slightly different this time as there was still damage from the storms that happened in 2022. The park is doing a lot of work to clean it up and protect the environment, but it is a big job that is going to take years to manage, especially in such a large park. It was getting late in the afternoon, so we then made our way to our campsite. This time we were staying in Mew Lake Campground, and we were very pleased as we drove in and found our site. I immediately loved this campground better than Lake of Two Rivers that we stayed at last year. We had a waterfront site, which we spent a lot of time appreciating. It would have been better if it was warmer and the lake wasn't frozen so we could get out on the water, but it was still a nice view to get us excited about the season before us. The next morning, I enjoyed a tea while looking out over the lake and watching Bo chase and monitor the squirrels and birds visiting us. Yep, loving this morning. It is very cold, but our heater worked last night and we are just enjoying a nice, easy morning. Me drinking my tea and Bo chasing squirrels. So happy with this view. We took our time getting going as we were there to relax, but we also were there to enjoy the beauty of Algonquin. So we made our way along the trail to Provoking Falls. The trail is right off the corner of our campground, and even though we did this trail last year, it was one we very much enjoyed. The falls were beautiful and the sound of the running water was so soothing. Once back, I made myself a delicious lunch. I've come to find cooking at home tedious and try to make meals easy, but last year while camping, my love for cooking began to be rekindled, so I planned a bunch of meals ideas to try in my van kitchen. This one looked interesting and it turned out amazing. Basically, it's an omelet that's topped with a tortilla and turned into a wrap, but easy and yummy. I plan to try out a lot of new and interesting meals this summer. We then went out to walk the Two Rivers Trail, as it was one that was within walking distance of our campsite. It's all so icy. Everything here is just pure ice. So we are having to do this very slow because I don't own crampons, which I am getting for next year. But it's okay because last year when we did this trail, we practically ran it because Bo does not like to take it slow. So this time we get to actually take our time and enjoy it because neither of us are really good at taking things slow. We both like to run and walk fast, so yeah. Even though it was icy, we were able to carefully make our way up to the viewpoints and look out over the forest below us. The way down is so much better. Hardly any ice on this side. Yes, going down was much easier than going up since the trails were much drier on this side. When we got back to our site, we took a little nap and a rest time before making dinner.
We now have the paperwork from Jeffrey's desk.
Dinner this weekend was turkey chili, which I had made at home before leaving. I wanted something hearty as it was going to be a chilly weekend, and chili sounded like the ideal meal, which it was. It both filled and warmed me up. We then went out for another walk to another pond before settling in for the night. The next morning, We woke up to quite the sight. And we got snow this morning. I had to work the Monday, so we were heading home today anyways. So we packed up the van and set off. Since it was actually a sunny day despite the snow, we stopped at a trail on the way out of the park. We had a nice peaceful stroll around the spruce bog. It was a wonderful, quiet, and restful weekend, and the perfect kickoff to our 2024 camping season. We are now even more excited for all the adventures we have coming up.